Hello, guys. Welcome to sportsbookreview.com. We continue our Champions League round 16 second leg coverage now. Wednesday matches with Team Bankroll, Mr. Martin Green, Stuart from tips2hq.com, and Alex from Need for Tips, previewing Man City versus Basel and Tottenham versus Juventus, giving some insight to help you with your tips, and also delivering some of our own as well, which you can choose to take or not to take, all depending. But first of all, boys, thank you for being here. Happy Monday. Second leg. How's everyone doing?
Happy Monday,
Hello, hello.
Natalie. Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Happy-
Shocking news from Bill Buttlicker. Bill Buttlicker last week told me he was my greatest American fan. Now I find out he's just saying the exact same thing to Flash. So I feel very used.
He's everyone's greatest American fan.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
He hasn't said it to me. He hasn't said it to me. So maybe it's you and Flash on equal levels. Yeah. So two
Would you ever doubt it? Come on.
two big matches. I tell you what, we're going to get to Tottenham versus Juventus last, but already a lot of comments coming on that match, and we do have Stuart in the house, so very interesting to hear what the Spurs fan will be going for. We did well on the last round, so I'm hopeful for this round as well. But Martin rightly said as well, second legs can sometimes be helpful, but also a hindrance as well. Man City versus Basel now leading 4-0 in aggregate for Man City. Is this a tough match to predict, Martin?
I think it is, simply because there's no real need for Man City to push on and attack. They've pretty much got the tie wrapped up. They've got both legs really into the next round. I do think this is a bit easier than the Liverpool v Porto game to call, because I think Man City are better than Liverpool and Basel are a lot worse than Porto. So I still expect Man City to win this one, and I think they'll win it to 0. Basel didn't really show much in the way of attacking flair in the first game, and I can't see them getting much of the ball against Man City. Had. So you can get about 1.8 on Man City to win to 0, which I think looks pretty good. I don't think we'll see as many goals in this game as we did in the previous one. I can imagine Pep Guardiola rotating his squad a little bit to rest some of the players, but I still think he'll want to keep the momentum going that he's gained from winning the last 3 games over Arsenal twice and Chelsea. So I think they'll take it reasonably seriously and put together an average sort of scoreline win, 2-0, something like that.
Yeah, well, I tell you, I think it's, it is a little bit sort of like the Liverpool Porto game. Man City, they've got such a comfortable lead that they will be rotating players. Win to 0, both teams to score no, something like that was what I was looking at. But with them rotating players, does it make the sort of the back line more open than it would? Do you think Basel will try to score a goal? Obviously, you feel quite confident in that win to 0, but it doesn't bother you, is my question, that they will be rotating players?
Well, I think fortunately with Man City, they've got 4 pretty strong central defenders. So, I mean, if they take out Company and Otamendi, then they've still got Laporte and John Stones. So you've got £100 million worth of talent right there, and they'll be desperate to make a name for themselves and show their manager that they can be trusted at this level. And I think the way that Man City play is very much to control possession. So even though they don't have the greatest defenders on paper, they've conceded the fewest goals in England this season just by having so much of the ball, really, just by yielding so little possession. I think Basel might be a bit awed by playing at the Etihad against this great team. And I still think they'll put out a reasonably strong side. Their squad players are pretty good, Man City. They haven't got too many youngsters coming through that are in the Champions League squad to be given a game. So I think even whatever 11 he picks will still have a good chance of winning this game. I don't think they'll show quite as much attacking ambition as they did in the first leg, but I still think they'll get a lot of the ball and reduce Basel to very few chances.
Okay. We've got Longbow CH says Basel is at an all-time low, and then Steven Serban says, I feel like Basel may score a lucky goal. Will they score, Stuart? This is the question. Are you with Martin there? Man City keeping that clean sheet, or will Basel come out and score that goal that they need?
I think Man City will keep a clean sheet. I mean, they are very definitely the stronger side. And as I was saying in the chat on the last video, you don't change a winning side. If you've got a side that's strong, that's doing well and in good form, you don't mess around. You get out there and you put out a decent team and you try to win the game. Because if you're taking risks, then suddenly some doubts start to creep in and people think, maybe there's an issue here. That you know, play your best team until they get injured. It's basically the way it goes. And let's be honest, they've pretty much got the league wrapped up by now. How many points
Yeah,
they got to lose? They've got to lose something like
true.
15 points for them not to win this league this season. So concentrate on the Champions League, push on, get something out of it, make a real statement, and they can do that in this one. I'm not going win to nil because I found something I preferred a little bit more, but I think it's a good bet. I don't see Man City conceding in this one. Basel just aren't that good, really, not at this level.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. You make a very good point actually that they've got the Premier League pretty much wrapped up. So full concentration on this. You think that they'll be starting off with their strong 11 there, the best 11 to start off the match.
I think the only person you may see rested is Aguero, and of course he's really, really important to them. But he's played a lot of football this season. He normally picks up a few injuries as the season goes on, and he seems to have played quite a lot of football recently. So they may look at it and say, right, we maybe don't need him up front. Who else can we throw in as well? They've got some options.
Okay, Alex, over to you now. Over 2.5 goals is priced 1.44. So bookmakers there are pointing in a high scoring affair. Are we going to see goals?
I think yes. I think that Stuart is totally right here. That Pep Guardiola will rotate two, 3 players maximum, but he will keep the best structure to start in Champions League. They have a match with Stoke next weekend, so I don't think that we will see many rotations because Stoke, everyone wins against Stoke lately. And even if they play the B team, let's say, who is in the B team? Okay, we have Danilo, Gabriel Jesus, which will come instead of Aguero, Foden, Company, Stones. So whatever B team Pep Guardiola will use, they are three levels upper than Basel. Basel in their last 3 matches, they lost all 3 of them without scoring goals. I don't know what's happening there. Normally they are a good side, at least in their domestic league, but their confidence is really low right now. Only a miracle, I think, that the end of the world should come for them to go further in Champions League. I think that they will probably rotate also players. I don't know exactly. I feel that they might do that. I think that Manchester City will destroy them once again.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going Manchester City to win 2-0 at 1.75. I found it, but I like also at 1.8 Manchester City to win both halves at 1.8.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
without conceding any goals. And I wanted to say hi to our Romanian friends. This is the first time I see them on the chat. They are good people, so they will stay with us if they like us for sure.
Nice, nice. Okay, yeah. Hi to all our viewers as well. Love having you on. Your comments, keep them going. Any questions as well about Wednesday's matches, do put them in the comment section there. We'll try our best to answer them. Stu, what were you going to say?
Alex mentioned Phil Foden. This is a player who is going to go a very, very long way in the game. I've managed to see him a few times playing for England Youth. This guy is way ahead of pretty much everybody else on the pitch. He is a fantastic young player, and if he gets a chance to play in this game, he will do very, very well, because I think the European stage will suit him very, very nicely. He's a brilliant young player.
Okay, we've got Shane says perhaps draw and then Man City as maybe a bore first half. I think I'm more on the lines, I have to say, with Alex there, coming out of the starting block, half-time, full-time, or to win both halves, something like that. Do you think it's going to be a slow start, Martin?
Yeah, I don't see why not. Sorry, this is the Man City game.
Man City
Or
game,
the
yeah.
Tottenham.
Would you go something like draw halftime? No, still Man City Basel.
I still think I think Man City can be winning this by half time. To be honest, yeah, I think they'll
Yeah.
see a lot of the ball. I think a nice goal relatively early on to steady the nerves, get the crowd on side, and then it will just be like a training exercise after that, just keeping a lot of the ball, having Basel run around after them all evening. Yeah, I can see them. I can see them being ahead at half time and just cruising to a comfortable victory, really. It's almost like they don't even need to bother with this second leg. Both teams could probably do
No.
without it, but you just have to do the formality, really.
Yeah, yeah. They will be in front of obviously their fans there at Etihad Stadium, so hoping for a bit of a show. I tell you, just looking at a bet now, just listening to you guys, if we're expecting goals and Man City to keep a clean sheet, not letting any goals in, you've got the over 2.5 and both teams to score no at 2.9. It actually goes up to 3.05. Could be an option there to combine them. Both of you on the win to nil, both of you liking goals here. Is that a bet you'd take?
Maybe. I kind of feel like Man City will win something like 2-0.
Okay.
I can see something like that. I don't think they need to show quite as much attacking endeavour as they did in the first game. There's no need to really break their neck to get a third and fourth goal if they're considerably ahead. I just think they'll keep a lot of the ball and just keep it tight and not really give Basel anything. But yeah, you never know. The floodgates could open. The floodgates could open if there's players that want to prove themselves.
Like a sort of an 8-0.
Yeah,
I know we could. Yeah, we could have a. All right. So you're seeing to win to nil. Alex, what were you going to say?
Manchester City to score in the first 30 minutes of the game at 1.72. Maybe that is a really good approach also.
Yeah, not bad at all. Now, Stuart, you've kept us on our toes here, wondering what you're going for. What are you liking in this match?
Absolutely nothing crazy at all. I'm on Manchester City -2, 1.77 with Bet Victor. I think if Martin's right, and I think there's a chance, we get our money back. Go any further than that, because I don't think Basel are going to score, then we pick up a win. So 1.77 for Man City -2.
All right. For me, I have to say, leaning on the under 3.5 goals, kind of agreeing with Martin on that one. But I do like your Winton as well.
1.8
is a lean, so please don't please don't follow that, anybody. It's just
I was
watching
the first show, and you had the same approach on PSG versus Real Madrid, if I remember correct.
Yeah.
Well, there I totally don't agree with you in that one. First time I don't agree with you.
Really? Do you know what? I'm definitely more leaning towards under 3.5 goals in PSG versus Real Madrid than Man City versus Basel. I'm a little bit worried that that Man City will just come out of the blocks. It's going to be like shooting practice for them. You know, like Martin said, they may not want to sort of break their necks, but I think they like scoring goals, don't they? They're incredible up front. Basel, we may see anyway, so that's why it's a lean. I just wouldn't be surprised if we will see a sort of a KG, say 2 or 3-0 Man City win, in which case the under 3.5 goals would be covered 1.8. All right, guys, I'll have a quick look at the comments. But listen, let's move on to the match I think that most people are waiting for, which is Tottenham versus Juventus. Tottenham 2.2, draw 3.5, and Juventus 3.5 also. Obviously, Tottenham leading with 2 away goals. But I would say right now, this is anybody's game. Spurs 1.4 to qualify, though, with the home advantage. Let's start with you, Stuart. Are you betting this game? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Run us through how you're feeling right now.
I have a bet for this one. I'm very nervous. I'm going to enjoy. I'm determined to enjoy it. Basically, after Juve went 2-0 up in the first game, I sat there and went, right, I better enjoy the next 150 minutes of football, because ain't going to be nothing left in the Champions League for Spurs this season. And then suddenly they're right back in it, and 2-2 draw, 2 away goals, and looking like the better side. This could be really, really good. I'm so looking forward to this one, I have to say. I'm going to enjoy it. It's going to be good.
Okay. And that's, as always, Stuart likes to keep us in suspense with his bets. We'll come back to him there. Alex, it's this could be an under 2.5 goals game. I think it's going to be really tight. Not many games. There's almost
What's
I'm just
happening
expecting
with
no
you?
goals in any of these. Like because
Exactly.
I
I
just
think
think that
that
the
for
second leg
you,
is always like quite. I know. I think because I think that I suppose in this game it's I think it's wide open. I think you might get a team that gets a goal and then keep the door shut. I'm not playing the total goals market, that's for sure. Are you predicting goals? You actually generally like to play the goals market, don't you?
yes, it's one of my favorite markets, the goals market. Listen how the things are. Really important for Juventus right now. They won against Lazio. Incredible goal from Paulo Dybala. That was Saturday, because if they were to play Sunday, for sure that their game will be postponed. We know that Fiorentina lost tragically one of their captain, Davide Astori, who died at age of 31. So all the round in Italy was postponed from Sunday matches. But it was really important for Juventus that they won against Lazio, and Napoli lost against AS Roma. So they are full of confidence. They are coming in this one full of confidence. I think that they have the experience, the Champions League experience. They are very determined to go further. I think that Tottenham will have a defensive approach because they scored two amazing away goals. Coming from 2-0, it was really important. They showed that they are strong mentally, and playing at Wembley says everything. If I remember correct, they are unbeaten. They lost only 2 times at Wembley all season long, something like that, if I remember correct. So it will be really tough for Juventus to win this one. But I'm not going on the goals market. I expect goals. I think that we will see over 2.5 goals. But I go with the Juventus double chance at 1.8. Draw double chance. I don't think that Juventus will lose this one. 1.7, sorry, for Juventus draw double chance.
Wow. Well, we've got Juventus times 2. I'm guessing that means double chance there, and both teams to score 2.67. Says Backerman. Interesting stuff. We'll wait. Martin, what do you think there? Obviously, going Juventus double chance. I think it's going to be tight. Could this game go into overtime? And are you playing the outrights?
It certainly could go into extra time. I don't see why not. To do so, though, it would have to finish 2-2, because otherwise away goals would take Tottenham through. So, yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to finish 2-2, really. That would be quite a coincidence. I mean, it could well finish 1-1 and then Tottenham progress. I think they'd be very happy with that result. I mean, Tottenham are the clear favourites to qualify now after that fantastic performance at the Juventus Stadium. As Stuart mentioned, they had a dreadful opening period, but then when they got into the game, they absolutely dominated for the last 75 minutes. I really think they should have won that one. I think they'll be surging with confidence going into the second leg. So if I was playing the outrights, I'd probably just go for a straight Tottenham win, to be honest, 2.25. I think Juventus have been a very good team over the years, but I think Father Time is starting to creep up with that defence a little bit. Barzali's got to be about 36 now. Chiellini, they're getting on a bit, and Buffon wasn't getting down quite as quickly as we'd have liked, or his fans would have liked in the first leg. That Eriksen shot just rolled underneath him. So I think Tottenham have got a very good chance in this one. But my favourite bet has to be Harry Kane to score at any time. Odds of 2.18. Don't see how you can overlook such good on a man that is just in amazing form. 39 goals in 41 games for club and country this season, and that's despite not scoring in August. He's been on fire ever since then, and I think he has the ability, the movement to really cause trouble for this aging Juventus defence, and that just looks a really good price to me.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you, Martin. I have to say, certainly on the outrights, Tottenham 2.2 at home, leading with away goals. I think that Tottenham have got this one, and I certainly think they're going to qualify. Stuart, are you playing your team to win?
No, I'm not. I'm not playing my team to win because I think the draw is an actual possibility here. as long as it's a draw to see Spurs go through, I'm absolutely fine with that. Obviously, it's quite interesting, really, because you look at the stuff that's coming out from Juve, and they're talking about playing. Oh yeah, Chiellini, we're going to do our best to get him on the pitch. Higuain, there's an outside chance, but we're going to do our best to get him on the pitch. Whoever else is there, a couple of other players, they're talking about chancing them to see how Mario Mandzukic was so important in that first game, as far as I was concerned. He really put in so much work, and when he went off, they definitely gave up a lot of the field. So there's a chance he's going to miss this one. So Juventus, the old lady of Italian football, one of the best European sides of recent years, are relying on half-fit players and players who are coming back from injury to actually knock Spurs out. What's going on here? It's brilliant. But me, for my bet, I'm on both teams to score, because I think we will see goals from both sides.
Okay.
You can get 1.8 with Ladbrokes, William Hill, Bet365, 18 bet, and you can get better. You can get 1.85 with Betfair. So shop around. I think there's a website you can go to, SBR odds or something like that, to find the best odds. Shop around, see what you get, and let us know in the comment section below.
Something like that. Yes, I think actually, if you guys ever want to check out who exactly we are, SBR Rating Guide, which has got obviously you find the best bookies that suit you, and also that have a good listing, and also SBRodds.com. All the links actually are in the description right now if you want to go and check that out. So you, if you were to play that right, though, you think this could be a draw? Spurs will be happy with at least a 1-1 draw. And then obviously you're both teams to score back from them.
Yeah, getting through to the next round of the Champions League quarter-final. Yeah, I'm okay
Stu, I
with
really
that.
I really hope Spurs go through. I tell you. Well, my money's on Spurs to win, that's for sure. Absolutely love that Harry Kane bet to score at any time as well. A couple of commenters did chime in there and as well said value on that Harry Kane anytime goal scorer. Stu, is that? Do you think Harry Kane there will step up to the plate and get a goal for you guys?
He's looked a little bit off the ball in the last couple of games. Maybe he's saving himself for this one. Certainly the European nights seem to suit him nicely. The game seems, he's got the technical ability. Nowadays he's got the pace. When he first came on the scene, he definitely had the technical ability, but he looked to be maybe half a yard off the pace of a game. Now he seems a quarter of a yard ahead of most other players. So some of that is physical ability and the fact he's worked really, really hard to get himself into great shape. The other side of it, he's got such a good understanding of the game of football and the way it plays out on the pitch. So I think he can score in this one because there aren't many players in the world like him, and Italian defences will struggle, certainly if they're having to play someone like Benatia.
And Martin, you obviously, well, we're both on Tottenham there. Do you think Juventus score in this match? A couple of people are looking both teams to score. We've got Germany says Juventus and clean sheet, so that's totally on the opposite side where we're thinking here. But Backerman says Juventus team total over 1 goal at 1.97. Are we seeing both teams to score, or is Tottenham going to push for that clean sheet?
I think Tottenham would love a clean sheet, but yeah, I could probably see Juventus getting on the score sheet here. A lot of it depends on who starts. As Stuart mentioned, there's big question mark over Higuain. They're desperate to try to get him fit, but we're not sure if he's going to make it. Dybala's only just come back from a long-term injury. Mandzukic might be out. So if they're missing all of those players, they'll really struggle. So for me, I'd like to wait and see the starting lineups before calling that one. Yeah, my favourite one is just for Harry Kane to cause problems for the ageing Juventus defence. But I think Tottenham should go in pretty confident here. I can't see Juventus scoring twice.
Yeah, good. And I know that Harry Kane bet as well has served you well in recent times when you play it. Alex, what were you going to say?
Dybala will start for sure. He just scored against Lazio in the last round in the 92nd minute. Higuain will start for sure because they will go in the attack from the first minute. And yes, I took draw double chance Juventus at 1.7 with high stake on that. But give me also Juventus, simple as that, at 3.5 to win the match.
All right. So there is a divide in team bankroll. Interesting. Okay. Listen, we are going to wrap up our bets now. Just run us through, Alex, what you're going for, and then your banker.
So I'm going with Manchester City to win both halves at 1.8. I'm going Manchester City to win 2-0 at 1.72, I think it was. Juventus draw double chance at 1.7. Both team to score. I like also that one in Juventus versus Tottenham game, and I will take with a small stake Juventus at 3.6.
All right. All right. So quite a few then. What was your favorite one? Your banker?
Yeah,
Absolute most
Juventus draw
favorite
double
one.
chance 1.7. Yes,
Okay.
1000%.
Really? Wow. Okay, Martin, run us through what you've got.
I'm going for Man City to win 2-0 against Basel. I've got 1.8 with Bet Victor on that. And then I'm going for Harry Kane to score at any time at 2.18 in the Tottenham versus Juventus game. And I think I'll go just half a stake on Tottenham straight win, 2.25.
Okay, Stuart.
Banker would be both teams to score, 1.8 with Ladbrokes, or a couple of other bookies as well. Very, very hot on that one. I really, really like it. My other bet was Manchester City -2, and I still think that's got some real merit to it. So yeah, I'm enjoying those ones. I'm happy to stick with those.
All right, Man City Basel. It is a pass with a lean on under 3.5 goals, but I like the win to nil as well. Tottenham versus Juventus. Just a Spurs win, 2.2. Again, we are just quickly. It says like Ken Peacock. Juve will beat Tottenham. Tottenham always choke. Are they going to choke?
Don't think
Stuart,
he's been
do you
watching
have-
this Spurs team.
Yeah,
This
I know
Spurs team do not choke.
Yeah, no, I know. All right. Well, listen, we're on the fence on this one, team bankroll, but either way, one person will be winners. But we've got a couple of bets there for you guys to choose from, or make your opinions for your own. Best of luck, everybody! How exciting! And everybody, team bankroll. I will see you on Thursday for the best bet show. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.